Welcome to the Old Horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy, home of the Ohio State Buckeyes and one of the great settings in all of college football. Boy, the Scarlet and Gray already rocking this house. Today, a battle in the Buckeye State, and battle lines will be drawn from Cleveland to Cincinnati. As we'll see a squad from the MAC, the Ohio Bobcats, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. 48 Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Bobcats will kick it away to start us off. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So the Ohio State Buckeyes offense will start this game off. And there he is. To this team's fans, he is a heroic figure. He is the guy who can lead them to the promised land.
This guy has been in big games, in big moments, and he's delivered for his football team. It never seems like a situation is just too big for him. This obviously...
He's going for it all. He's got it down the left side. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
Well, really nice catch there, getting the first down. This dude at wide receiver, man, he is a playmaker. You think about Ohio State, the recent run they've had on first-round picks at the position. Michael Thomas, Jackson Smith-Njigba, Garrett Wilson, Chris Olave. This guy keeps making plays like that. He's got an opportunity.
Oh, he wants it all. It's complete. They will score. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Ohio Bobcats offense has its first opportunity of the day. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
Quarterback wants to throw on second down. Caught behind the line. It's Harris. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And the Bobcats want to crank the tempo. Shotgun snap on third down. Quickly to the tight end. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down. It'll bring up a big decision. The Bobcats decide to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. Hand goes into the air for the fair catch, and the catch is made around the 40. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm.
And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. A first down sack can be a drive killer. Now it's 2nd and 13.
And the sack comes from the middle linebacker, who is the quarterback of the defense. Not only does he get everybody lined up, make all the calls, play the run, he can also...
Going for the big play. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
Listen, I know DBs don't catch the ball real well, but to be a defensive back, it's one of the hardest positions in football. You got to stay with these big, fast wide receivers and then try to go track the football and make a play. Great job making a play for his team.
Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down. Showing the arm strength down the left side. It's complete. A huge pickup. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. The Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. A first down run in the red zone. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the returner will be brought down. The Ohio U offense returns to the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. And the Bobcats in the hurry up. On second down, he'll let it fly. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Looking deep down the right side. Snags it. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Ohio! That was just as simple as playing catch in warm-ups.
And this offense felt like they could take advantage of this defense down the field, throwing the football. They've got a lot of speed on the perimeter. And I feel like they've got some matchups they feel they should be winning one-on-one. You saw a great example of it right there.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The kickoff team on the field, and he ought to just boom this thing through the end zone with that extra 15 yards on the penalty. Oh, he's going to take a chance. There's no possible explanation for bringing that one out of the end zone, and they've got horrible field position at the 5. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. He'll pull it down and run. At the 20, he's got space. Ball is free.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
From their own 23, it'll be 1st and 10. Brown wants to pass. Showing the arm strength to the left. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on 1st down.
Well, you wonder if the defense has started to figure it out finally here in the first half. Absolutely lighting you up, and finally they get some bodies back there anticipating the QB to look his way to force an incompletion.
Quarterback strolling away from heat. He'll take a broke on second down, but third down's coming up. You felt as if there might be a huge play coming when he got out and got loose to the left, heaved it downfield, but couldn't quite make a connection.
And your brain has to...
He uncorks one deep. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. What a turning point this could be. The offense is going for it inside its own 30. He's not afraid to go deep. And it... And this defense makes a fourth down stop. Well, this is just the type of field position this offense wants. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Got his man in the middle. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. The Bobcats will hustle to the line. Off the play fake. Snares it outside. It's Ruiz. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. The kicker will try to punch one through from 41 yards away. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. They'll throw it on first down. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. First down sack, pushes it back. Now it's 2nd down. Brown will throw it. He's going to fire deep. Makes the grab on the left side. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. This offense has a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And they get him down.
Well, it didn't take long for this guy to leave his impact in the game, guys. With that catch, this guy's already over 100 yards in the game, and we're not even done the first half.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. And the Buckeyes getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Miami is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join Vinny Testaverde and Gino Torretta in the pantheon of greats to play at the U. It's less than a touchdown lead. They're trailing by 6 to USF. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, we'll see them here.
Update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. At the 45 on his way. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. And the Bobcats headed quickly to the line.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. The give to the tailback. Pickup of 1. It's down at the 11. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On 3rd down, going up top. He's got it on the move. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Here comes the field goal unit as he'll try to get the 3. After making his first field goal, he'll try to put up another with a shorty from 26. And it's right down the boulevard. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. So much for the touchback. Here he comes. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of...
Trying to get behind the defense. And it's picked off. Takes it the other way. The 30. And what a big play here, and the return takes it back inside the 25. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They're trying to get to it. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. They tried it again and got the same result. They'll get nothing and like it. Now they're looking at a 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Can't hang on to the ball. He had it right in his chest, and it'll be 4th down. And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. Oh, he missed it. No good. That one could have helped out a bit there, guys, but still an 8-point game. lead. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
It's third down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. Brown wants to pass. He unleashes a long one. He's got it on the left. Off he goes. Touchdown, Ohio State. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they...
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're lining up to kick it off, and he ought to be able to knock this one anywhere he wants after that extra 15 yards with the roughing the kicker. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Line gets set, first down. He wants to throw. Fires into traffic, picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. The 10. Touchdown, Buckeyes. What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happen for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. Looking for daylight from inside his 20. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Ohio U ready to go back to work on offense. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create. This one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there.
Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Bringing it back. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed. It's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the foot.
Throws toward the end zone. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. Look at it this way. The field position is awful, but opportunity to pile up a lot of stats because there are a lot of yards in front of them. Caught over the middle. It's Hunt. There's a timeout call as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. A first down here could really help them change field position. 2nd and 2 from the 15. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Got some room to run. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. And the last thing they need is to squander this great field position facing a 3rd and long. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover. He'll come out throwing on first down. Finds his man. It's Ruiz. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. He's going to pass on 2nd down. Quick strike complete. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Columbus for an entertaining first half than you? The passing game for both sides has been outstanding. On point, unrelenting. They've excelled in the short game, the intermediate game, and especially on the deep ball. All in all, a thrilling display of offensive firepower, and these defenses have a lot to discuss here at halftime. Time to put an end to the speculation and find out they're inside the horseshoe.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Buckeyes will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Hauls it in, and now the hit knocks it loose. Hits him with a stiff arm. Scooped up by the kicking team.
Very rarely do you have a play on defense where you've got 30 yards head of steam built up to come make a collision. On kickoff and kickoff return you do, and a lot of times you see big sticks and fumbles happen as a result.
Couldn't order better field position for this offense. First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. The Buckeyes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Bringing the heat. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. And after the really good gain on first down, they'll try to finish it off on 2nd and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback.
Touchdown, Ohio State. And the route is on.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from this offense. Look, last week you found a way to win a close game. That's what you're supposed to do. But this offense looks like they're taking it to the next level, hitting their stride a little bit, finding out who they're going to be. And they've looked explosive today.
And he added the extra point. quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And finished the deal with a short touchdown run from the 2. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. Takes it inside the 25, and he'll bring it back. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Ohio takes over. The Bobcat offense heads to the field, looking for a productive play on first down. He's going to pass. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Fires to the big fella, and he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. That last completion still leaving them with a 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
It has just been that kind of day for this guy. 4 picks now thrown in this game. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. He just hasn't been throwing the football accurately. This is a game he would like to soon forget.
And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Now on the option. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? They go to the draw. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The back goes in motion. Pressure coming. Caught in the backfield. It's Butler. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He finds his man. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. The Bobcats have this offense rolling. Gonna run it. It's Hunt. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He leaves it with the back. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
What a big-time run for this offense. A physical run, getting down, almost scoring the touchdown.
Yeah, and considering how well they're running it right now, why wouldn't you just hand it off to this guy right here again?
And the Bobcats trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Snapped it in the shotgun. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone. Got nothing last time. Now 2nd and goal from the 3. They'll try to blast their way in. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play. If this offense wants to stay in this game, they have to punch it in on this drive. It's 3rd and goal. Looking to the end zone. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He wants to start this drive with a pass. He lets one fly deep. Makes the grab, gets the foot down, just precision execution on that big play. Man coverage is a bad idea against this guy. The Buckeyes always seem to have somebody that you can't handle one-on-one. Remember that great game Joey Galloway had against Michigan State in '93?
Joey Galloway, one of the most overrated Ohio State.
Looking to take a shot. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, the defense is starting to figure it out, I think. It's taken him some time. This guy already has 2 touchdown catches. That time, though, they were in a better position in coverage to force the...
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Grabs it inside the 10. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. They'll run it on first and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big 3-3. Will the beatdown continue? Back for the ages in store. We'll see as we start the 4th. It's still 3rd and goal. Motion from the offense. Extending the play.
Man, what an unbelievable stop by this defense. 4th down and goal. You gave up some yards. You stuck with it. You knew the QB was going to have the football in his hands. You didn't let him get to the goal line. The big 4th down stop.
They've already put this game in a hammerlock, and now they'll go for the submission hold on 4th and goal. The give. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And the punishment has been extended. They add on to this lead, and it looks as if they'll be moving to 2-0.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. The Ohio U offense returns to the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win it, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Winters. Makes the grab along the sidelines, but it'll be a little short of the 1st down. Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. They'll try to get the 1st through the air. He hurls one deep down the left side. It's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Bobcats will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Bringing it back, it's Smith. He's got great speed. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed...
And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Never say die attitude, and I love that, especially in these young players, because they're out there competing. And I know the scoreboard right now doesn't look pretty. They're not going to come back and win this football game, but I just love...
They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20. So now they're staring at a 2nd and long from their 20. He's looking to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hurst. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Comes out throwing on first down. Pocket starts to collapse. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Makes a grab and he's dragged down.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. What great protection, and he lets it go down the middle. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. And the Bobcats are on the move. Scanning the field, it's Winters. Finds the tight end. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like, because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
He found his man and zipped it in there, and they've got a first down in the red zone at the 11. The aerial assault continues. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
At this point in the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here, because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Looking to pass on 2nd down. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And the QB has had a nice drive, and this offense has been throwing the football all over the yard. You want to stop that? Get pressure on him. Nice job getting to the quarterback, affecting him, and even better, getting him on the ground.
They've got it in field goal range, but they'll try to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. They go to the ground. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Here comes the field goal unit. And he'll try to knock it through from the right hash and 35 yards out. Right down the boulevard. It's good. Well, they got 3 back, but that's about all you can say about it. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happen today.
He's taking the shot. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. The incomplete pass leaves him with second down. Brown will throw it. He'll take another shot here. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. He's looking deep. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. And the Buckeyes will call on their punt team. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. And this punt will be down just inside the 30-yard line. Ohio U ready to go back to work on offense. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. They'll try to get it going in the right direction this time. 2nd and long from the 19. He's got an open man. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. Looking to go up top on first down. He's going up top here late in the game. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there. After the quarterback and receiver couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Complete downfield. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. The Bobcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. He's got his man.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen, the intermediate passing game like this has taken over college football, short to intermediate. So if they can find some of this, it'll help their offense moving forward.
Now on the move at the 28-yard line on first down. They're bringing heat. Grab behind the line. It's Wilson. And that will go backwards. A negative play, and that defense on high alert that time. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Had to throw it before he wanted. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Plenty of time in the pocket, and he'll sling it out to the left. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. And he's going to go down as time has run out. This one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Nestled on the banks of the Hudson River, Michie Stadium. It will play host to some of the nation's finest today and another thrilling edition of Army football. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on a team who is rested and ready, coming off a bye, the Army Black Knights. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Buckeyes will kick it away to start us off. On the move from inside his own 20. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. So Army's offense takes the field to start this game off. When your quarterback takes the field, you want him to look just like this guy, exuding confidence.
Yeah, the it factor. He's the man. Nobody questions it. Everybody on this team knows they've got his back, and he's the leader.
Everybody in this stadium also knows the offense goes as this guy goes. He has got to play well today.
Here on second down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Caught in the backfield, it's Smith. He breaks a tackle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So they'll decline the penalty. Pleased with the results of that last play. They say success rate can be picking up about 4 or so on first down, 1st and 10. From the gun to give, looking for room. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll run it from the gun. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down. And the Black Knights are moving quickly down the field. Power football with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball up.
It's complete to the right. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. The Black Knights will snap it on 1st and 10. Using the quick game.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Sticks it in his belly. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. 8th play on this opening drive coming up, and they need a 3rd down conversion. To throw, it's Bolden. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. And he'll try to knock it through from 33 yards out. It is perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So Ohio State's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games...
Taking a shot on the first play. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Got his man on the right. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all offseason, so they better be ready to bring it today, dude.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes. On first down, here comes this offense. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. He's got it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. They move the tight end all over. Handoff to the fullback. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Now the offense tries to punch it in on second and goal. Wide out in motion. The receiver on the jet sweep. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. If this offense can't capitalize on this field position, they are going to be kicking themselves all the way to the sideline. It's throw to the end zone, picked off. And after the interception and the turnover, set its offense up for business.
Timing has to be so good. When you're throwing into zone defense over the middle of the field, the ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late. As a result, it's an INT.
Great coverage, great break on the ball. Had a chance to really make a big play and maybe even take that thing back to the house. But you got to secure the catch. We like to hit people more than we like.
He's got it down the left. He's loose. Past the 30. He's at the 10. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Number 17.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Give to the big fullback. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. After the good pickup on first down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. They'll leave it with him. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. That's exactly what you'd expect from this brave old Army team, getting it done on the ground.
Yeah, they know who they are, they know what they want to do, and they're going to run the football at you early and often in this football.
And they try the middle of this defense, and that happening.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Feeling some heat. And the quarterback is snowed under.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. And the Black Knights will punt this one away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. First down here for the offense. He's looking to throw it. He slings it deep to the left. He's got it downfield for a huge gain.
Gain of 33 on the play.
That is a highly efficient way to move the chains, and now they are threatening inside the 40. teams made no secret. They wanted to target their big play receivers, and they've done just that in the first. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Looking to move it through the air. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Unleashes one deep. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be third down.
What a play by the defender there, guys. In his own end zone, the offense has taken a shot, and if that defender was just one step behind, that would have been a touchdown. But the hit forces the incompletion.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. Third and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion now setting up for it.
And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on fourth. The first down for the offense. And off from the shotgun. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. Now from the 48-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Give to the fullback. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Here on 2nd and short. The give to the fullback. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're trying to hand it off to the fullback for a quick hitter, but just nowhere to go. The defensive line, great job getting penetration to set up that play.
And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. Way too close to punt. Way too far for the field goal. They'll go for it on 4th down. Finds his man, and they convert. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. The Black Knights look to keep this drive humming. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Gets it out fast. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one. 2nd down coming up. From the gun, the running back has it. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Black Knights!
We know football gets harder when you start to get the red zone and field tricks. Who needs that? Break the long touchdown run. Nice job by the back. Seeing the hole, exploding through, getting the long touchdown.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. UCF has the lead right now, but this Knights crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet here inside the bounce house. They're up by 7 over North Carolina. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Going deep. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Going up top on first down. He rifles one deep to the left. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. Here's the handoff. Just a 1-yard gain leaves him with 3rd and 9.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
The give to the back. Powers through the defender. Picked his way through the traffic for 6, but it'll be 4th down and 3 yards to go. A couple of yards shy of the 1st down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. Tackle is made after the 1st down.
You know, college football is so much about emotion and momentum and trying to find some parts of games where you can grab it. How about going for it on 4th down on your own end of the field early like that and coming away with the first? That's huge.
Brown wants to pass. And the defense gets to the quarterback. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Trying to get to it. He's going to take off. This senior quarterback moving the chains and picking up a 1st down for his team.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that 1st down.
And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page on that last play. Timing has got to be so critical, especially when you're throwing to the perimeter of the field, and they just didn't have it there.
And the DB right with him to knock it away.
Well, guess who? They're taking a shot to the guy that's just been torching this defense in the entire 1st half. He's already got over 100 yards, so why not try to add to it?
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Anytime a blitz gets home that fast, I'm going to call it a lot, okay? I'm going to use this one time and time again until they find some answers to how we got that.
And he grabs it at the 15. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. So they gamble on 4th down in the 1st half, and man, does it pay off.
4th and long. I mean, what just 4th and short? Nowadays, man, so much aggression in college football. And how about right there? 4th down and long. No problem. I got this in the 1st half.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! How about this? A 2-point conversion coming. Try to barge their way in. Worked on the touchdown. Might as well do the same thing on the 2-point conversion. He gets all 8 points on that trip. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum. Bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Looking to pass. It's Bolden. He's got his man. Makes the catch and knocked down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 3rd down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
Number 38 in punt formation to kick it away.
He'll call for the fair catch here. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, one thing we can always count on is a great atmosphere in West Point. And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who Once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense. And I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Blake Field inside Michie Stadium.
The lineup. Start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner goes down. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively you understand.
Gonna take a shot. Makes the grab down the left side. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. They were backed up, and then suddenly they weren't. They've got it 1st and 10 now inside the 50. He's not afraid to go deep. And he pulls it in at the 15. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. That big play really has them in business. It's 1st and 10 from the 11. Works his way ahead for about 3. It's down at the 8.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
At this part of the field in the red zone, offensively, bringing all these tight ends in the game, you'd like to be more physical at the point of attack. That's why you're bringing the big bodies in, but they couldn't get it done up.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The offense staying out there. It's been a 50-50 proposition on 4th down. They're 2 for 4. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about. The forward pass used to be illegal in football. That one still is. 1st down for this offense. Movement here from the tight end. Run it with the fullback. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Bolden. Coming after it. Dumps it off in the flats. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the 1st down before he's dragged to the ground. A new set of downs after the completion. From the gun. Give on the inside. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Smith takes the handoff. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains. The Black Knights are rolling down the field. They'll go to the ground. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll go to the jet sweep to try to get the edge here. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Ball spotted right at midfield as they try to convert 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd. And the Black Knights will punt it away on 4th down.
On to kick it away.
A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Got his man to the left. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Ohio State, 22 on 10.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Don't know if the defense will appreciate having to defend a short field from the start after that penalty. Offense getting set for 1st down. Give to the running back. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. The give is to Smith. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. And this offense just can't afford not to get the 1st down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Looking down the middle. He's got it. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. The Black Knights will have it 1st and 10. Fast motion from the offense. Leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to... Lets it fly deep downfield. Picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
To the air on 1st down. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. Now it's 2nd and 4 from the 20. Will throw it. Looking for a deep 30-plus. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll throw it on 1st down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And is knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. On 2nd down, looking to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete, denying a big play on the final snap of the 3rd quarter. 4th quarter is coming up. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. From the gun, wants to pass. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll take another shot here. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And once he got loose, it was all over. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about that.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. So they'll try to make up some of that ground on 2nd down from the 16. Back to pass, it's Bolden. Just a short pass to the tight end. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the 1st down. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Ohio State. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
Yeah, and that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6.
It was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And he'll chuck it into the cheap seats there and save the down. Nobody getting open there. After the misfire, it's 2nd down. Back to the air one more time. Quickly complete. And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Quick completion on the out route. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. And the Black Knights are marching down the field. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Now improvising. He felt the heat trying to get away, but down he goes. He'll lose a yard or 2. They gave up the sack on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. It's Bolden. Unloads to the right. He's got it and still on his feet. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. The Black Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on 1st down. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. It wouldn't matter much in the outcome, but a little extra stat padding is nice. Remember this one simple precept, and your time with me will not have been ill spent. The tight end is always open.
They think that, too. They think they're always open throwing the football, but especially in the red zone. This is where you see most tight ends do most of their damage. Big body guys, QB find him, hit him, touchdown.
That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. The incompletion leads to 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. He's going for it all. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's not afraid to go deep. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion. 1st down here for the offense. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Sheffield. Makes the catch, and he's brought down. And the Black Knights want to pick up the tempo.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. They'll snap it from the 25 here on 1st down. Let's go. Looking to throw, it's Bolden. Makes the grab down the middle. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. Quick timeout from the defense to save precious seconds.
We've got a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Bangs it through for an extra point. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Miami is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about at the U for a long time. They're up by 23 over Florida. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The offense set for a 1st down play. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Here comes the offense on 1st down. 3:25. From the gun. Throws toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
And watching this offense the past couple weeks, man, everything's hard. And they got to find a way to get some easier routes, some quicker throws, some higher percentage things because they're just not hitting it.
Fires toward the end zone. Give him 6. Touchdown, Buckeyes. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And with the way he's throwing it right now, there are some big names at the top of that record list. J.T. Barrett, Dwayne Haskins, Justin Fields might be getting ready to move them down a notch.
And moving those guys down, that's a day. That's the day you dream about. That's the day where the ball's barely touching the ground, you're in a zone, and everything is going your way.
Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be.
He's going for a big play downfield. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. And they capitalized not only on the picks, but on the great return to improve this field position.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge incompletion. It's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And he's got it inside the 35. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. They are in no mood to show any mercy as they keep flexing their muscle on offense.
Up big in the 4th quarter, and you just keep taking shots down the field. That tells you something, okay? You can take what you want from it, but this offense definitely not interested in running clock, interested in making a point.
This offense has to be feeling it after that last one, and they'll snap it 1st and 10 just outside the 20. A shot toward the end zone. And that ball is picked off. And he will step out of bounds, but what a play to get the ball back for his offense. Line gets set, 1st down. Looking to throw, it's Bolden. Quickly complete. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. They had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. He wants to throw. Getting some heat. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. The 1st down sack pushes the ball back for this long 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. They're trying to get to it. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Timeout called by the offense. 24 seconds left on the clock. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. And the incomplete pass turns the ball over on downs.
There's not many play calls on the sheet to score a bunch of points really quickly, so you got to go for it here. I like the aggressiveness, but this offense continues to miss the mark. And
Touchdown, Ohio State! And the pummeling has started. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From inside the 15, here's the return. Nice, just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. They're going to throw it to start the drive. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from and try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Looking downfield, it's Bolden. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. The Black Knights will send out the punt unit.
On to punt it away.
They'll bring him down. The clock is at 0, and that is how this one will wrap up. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all three phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan, meat face, ball game over.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome to Houston, Texas, and the home of the Rice Owls, where we are anticipating a full house of fans who give a hoot. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see a team coming off a crucial bye week, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on a team looking to get into the win column, the Rice Owls. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Rice ready to kick it off and get this game started. On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Buckeyes offense will get the first possession of the game. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys...
Makes the catch on the left. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. One of the great programs in the history of the sport, sort of built on the running game, but these days, Ohio State defined by explosive pass plays.
Yeah, and you can call yourself whatever you want. A lot of people claim different things like wide receiver U, but when you look at Ohio State, the past several years, going back 10 years probably, you could pick so many.
He'll take the deep shot. Oh, right through his his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. And after the big play to start the drive, now 2 straight incompletions, and they need to find a way on 3rd down. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down. So Rice's offense will get the ball for the first time. And a big key as this game unfolds is just how aggressive will he be throwing the football in a lockdown corner like that.
Yeah, and when you're an elite quarterback, you think you can do whatever you want to do, and you think you can make the right decisions. I'm interested to see how much they'll test that quarterback on the other side.
You know, there's a saying, there's no defense for a perfect pass, but he's got to be extra careful and sharp when he's throwing that guy's way.
Open space at the 25. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. The Owls come to the line in the hurry-up. To the ground with the back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Looking for space. It's Alexander. Snowed under after a pickup of 2. They'll mark it at the 8. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. They try to pop a run on the draw. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And they'll send out the field goal unit. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. I think the one thing you can say here, Jesse, is that both defenses have done a pretty good job mitigate. Reels it in down the left side. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. That big explosive play carries them into plus territory. They'll snap it 1st and 10 from just across the 50. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Couldn't get anything done on 1st down. Now 2nd and 10 from the 46. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe. Going up top. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Complete, out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? Here comes the offense on 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Makes the catch. It's Barnett. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the 1st down. Still some work to do after that last completion. It's 2nd down. Off play action. Pressure coming. And the blitz gets to him just like that. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. The defense pounced on that. Now they're headed the other way. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Don't just get the ball, score with the ball, and the defense did. What a play by the defense there. Loose football, country fumble, pick it up with room, scoop and score.
No doubt, country versus city. When it's a country fumble, nobody around, I got to pick that puppy up and do some damage with it. Nice job seeing the situation, scooping it up, making a play.
He'll bring it back from inside the 15. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. He'll come out throwing on first down. Fires to the big fella. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down. Rice rushes to the line.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for a quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Slips through the line. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. From the gun, running back on the move. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs.
Touchdown, Ohio State! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
From inside the 15, here comes a return. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Now they'll run the draw. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Off the bootleg and rolling out. And that pass intercepted. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. First down to start the drive after the break. Use the play fake, now to throw. Time to take a shot. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
That's a great job by the DB playing the ball in the air. You see it all the time. DBs kind of get turned around. The wide receiver goes up and makes a catch. No, sir. DB, great position, knocks the ball down for an incompletion.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. A 3rd and long coming up here. Brown wants to pass. Pocket, and the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble. The offense hasn't been able to get it done on 4th down. 0 for 2 so far. They'll try to turn that around here. He's looking on the right side. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone. No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18.
And how do you not love the guts of this offense? 4th down, it's just another down, and what do? Stay aggressive, throw the football down the field, make the big play, get the big touchdown.
And the returner will be knocked down. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. This is hardly the start they dreamed of, down 21-3. But get a touchdown here, and you feel like you're back in it, Jesse.
Yeah, it's frustrating for this offense as well because they've got the horses. They've got playmakers to light this scoreboard up, much more than the 3 points we're seeing here. I think you just got to stay true to yourself. Do you, David, and know that the points are going to come.
Well, it's also frustrating when the defense is giving up points almost every single possession. So they need to score here and take this down and have a good drive, and then the defense needs to pull their weight a little bit too.
Rice rushes to the line.
But when you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Trying to run, it's Alexander. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking for a crease, it's Alexander. Snowed under after a pickup of 2. They'll mark it at the 8. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. So now on comes the field goal unit. And he'll try to make it 2 for 2, this time from 35 yards away. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Brown will throw it. He'll take another shot here. Fires into traffic, intercepted. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Off play action on 1st down. Throwing right. Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The give. A run up the middle is stuck for no gain. It's 3rd down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. From the gun, wants to pass. Working on the right. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. He's looking to throw. Working the middle, it's complete. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive. Gonna take a shot. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. After the misfire now on second down. He's not afraid to go deep. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Taking it the other way. And after making the interception, he takes it inside the 40. Offense set on first down. He's going to pass. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Leaves it with the running back. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
Number 77 on to kick it away.
Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
All right, fellas, the end of a very entertaining first 2 quarters of football in Houston. And it'd be easy to say these 2 offenses are glad we've hit halftime based on their respective performances. It would also be accurate. Turnovers and sacks have told the story so far. And you gotta believe the play calling has been the issue, right? Time to shred those game plans and just get back to basics. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside historic Rice Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. The Buckeyes will kick it away to crank up the second half. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. First play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. Takes the handoff. It's Alexander. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Rice rushes to the line.
Brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got his man. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. And the Owls come to the line with a new set of downs.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Got his man quickly. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Sends it downfield. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. Looking for a productive play on first down. Running back searching for a hole. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Right back to the well. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. It'll be a draw. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Line gets set, first down. From the gun, running back gets to give. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're getting this guy lathered up. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, getting in the backfield and making a tackle for a loss.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. When you're around midfield, there's not really much of a choice. Go for it on 4th down. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. On first down, here comes this offense. On the move, it's Alexander.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. They couldn't connect on 2nd down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Never has to leave the pocket and fires over the middle. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. They're testing the right side here. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. The Owls racing to the line in the hurry-up. Rides to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. This is a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Finds his man. It's Alexander. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. This kicker's leg is getting a workout. He's already made 3 field goals, and here he comes again. Splits the uprights. It's good. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut him down. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Both of these defenses a little bend, but not breaking in clutch situations, David.
It's always exciting when you can go for it on 4th down.
Brings it in down the left side. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. First down here for the offense. Brown wants to pass. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And that one's incomplete as they tried to hit him with a big play on the final snap of the 3rd quarter. 4th quarter is coming up. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. Here they come on 2nd and 10 from the 47 after the incompletion. This senior quarterback never afraid to run it when he has to pick up a first down.
I tell you what, coaches want you to do your best work late in the ball game. He did his best work. Great job taking off. Biggest run of the day after grinding this game out, makes it explosive. Now trying to put this game in a good situation.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Quarterback floating away from pressure. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. They're bringing heat. Makes the catch. It's Alexander. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. Rice rushes to the line.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it, but the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front set.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And the ball is intercepted. Got room on the return. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. He fires a bullet to the right. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would...
Makes the grab. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback checking off. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And the offense trying now to put this thing away. They're going to keep running the football to keep bleeding the clock. They've got the lead here late, now down by the goal line. Just take as many seconds off the clock as you can before snapping this football and keep running. It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
And it's caught. Touchdown, Ohio State. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
With that last touchdown, looks like they're going to start this season 4-0, and you've got to be impressed with what you've seen so far from this team. We knew coming in on paper this team had a chance this season, but until the lights go on, until you actually go out and do it for real, you can't believe just how good they are. But they've shown now, starting 4-0 on the year, this is a team that's going to contend for a national championship.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. He's off to the races. Past the 10. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Who gives a hoot? The Owls do. It's a touchdown.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop. Break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. Wants to throw on first down. Feeling some heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On second down, he's looking downfield. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. It's third down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. From the gun, wants to pass. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Looking for more room. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. PAT unit on the field. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. Caught inside the 20, chance for a good return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. He's looking to throw it. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
That QB might want to register as a 501c3. With the amount of donations he is making to the other team right now, interception number...
Deep shot for the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
Man, and you've given up this drive, and they've come down the field, and you had such an opportunity to get the pick and close the door and shut down the drive and not give up points. That's a big missed opportunity.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Brown will throw it. Working that left side now. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And this offense, undeterred by going just 1 for 4 on 4th down, will stay out there to try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He wants to go deep. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds. A first down for the offense. Looking to move it through the air. Makes the grab. It's Carter. They get him down after he makes the catch. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. He's looking for a man on second down. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. Rice rushes to the line. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He makes the catch. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Going up top on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. After the misfire, it's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. They almost had another interception. They're trying to set records out there. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. It's caught downfield. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left. Rice going to work with another 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Trying to get to it. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Going for it all. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. And after this play, the cake will be baked. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things that are going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome to the Old Horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy, home of the Ohio State Buckeyes and one of the great settings in all of college football. Boy, the Scarlet and Gray already rocking this house. Today, two teams get set to square off in an intra-conference battle in the AAC. As we'll see, the Charlotte 49ers taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the 49ers will put total leather and will get started. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So the Ohio State Buckeyes offense will take the first swing of the game. And here's the man they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big...
He's going to go for a big one. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. He's got it down the left side. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
That's a great job getting the first down by that guy. He's a big-time weapon. He's got the speed. He's got everything you look for in a wide receiver. And it's funny.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. Now 2nd and 10. They keep attacking through the air. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers and he couldn't hold on. Brown wants to pass. Looking for the end zone. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to...
A shot toward the end zone. Can't hook up on the long throw, and 4th down goes by the boards for this offense. The 49ers offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And David, we'll see just how effective they can be on the ground running against a backer like this.
But they're going to do what they do, and they're going to feature their guy. He's an elite running back. You're a great linebacker. Let's see who wins this battle.
There have been entire defenses that haven't been able to slow this running back down. This linebacker, though, he's got the athleticism to do it himself.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Quickly out to the tight end. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him. A first down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Thomas. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. The 49ers are in the hurry-up. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. He'll pull it on the read. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
And the 49ers line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Making sure there's no return on that one as the punt sails out of bounds. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last. Going to throw it over the top of the D. Makes the grab on the left side. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. They used the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it for... He's going up top. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
And I know most offensive coaches, they're going to be thrilled taking all these 50-50 shots against man coverage. I don't know, though, if they want to keep testing.
Trying to beat the D deep. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive. But now a couple of incompletions. He tries to take the top off. It's complete. And he was thinking 6, but that D knocks him down at the 2. And the Buckeyes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Brown will throw it. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Man, and that's a big missed opportunity for the running back. I'm trying to find ways to feature this guy and get him the football in space and not just hand it to him all the time. And I'll tell you what, I'm a lot less likely to find those plays if he can't reel in those catches. And that's really good initial defense, man. They did a great job. You could tell he wanted to throw the football. They take it away. Third down's a big down. You could tell scrambling, try to get in the end zone. Nice job by the defense, corralling him, getting on the ground, and now bringing up a big fourth down.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. No hesitation from this head coach. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Yeah, and I love calling the QB's number. I don't care if he gets hit down near the goal line, 4th and goal. I need him to make a play. Nice job being decisive, getting downhill, getting in the end zone.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. Barges ahead, and they're able to get him down.
Well, every coordinator has a couple of two-point plays in his back pocket. They dialed one up there. They didn't get it. Let's see how that affects the outcome of this one.
Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Charlotte will send the offense back onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
On target. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Ball spotted at the 29. Here they come on 3rd and short. Brown wants to pass. He's right on target. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. The 49ers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Austin. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Offense gets set for 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Coming after it. Running with power. And the freshman will chalk up a sack. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Skips away from pressure. He's going to run it. And he'll avoid the tackle on the slide. And the 49ers will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job.
Lets it fly. He's got it on the left. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. They'll throw it on first down. He'll take another shot here. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete as time has expired here in the first quarter. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. And they've swapped ends of the field, and we'll get it going in the 2nd. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Brown wants to pass. It's complete. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Going for the big play. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Trying to take it back. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. First down for this offense. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Grabbed behind the line. It's Norton. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? They'll try to pop the draw. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The 49ers send out the punt unit. Looking for a block. It's Smith. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Getting some heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this offense has got to find a way to get some gimmies, some layups, some screens. They need some yak, some yards after the catch. They got to find some guys that can make some plays for this offense.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. It's complete. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Let's see which way they go after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 39. Brown will throw it. Showing the arm strength to the left. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, this guy has had himself a day. Already over 100 yards receiving in the game, so no wonder the quarterback's looking his way, and no wonder the defense now has finally figured out they're trying to throw it to him. So we got to cover him. We got to knock balls down and force incompletions.
Yeah, and that's one of those where you just look at the coverage. You look at down the field, taking away all the options, making sure you don't throw that ball downfield to get the 1st down. The only option, check it to the running back. Now I close that space. Nice job tackling.
Touchdown, Buckeyes! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
And man, that play looked a little bit too easy. 4th down, big situation. You got to get up on these receivers and make it difficult. He gets the football right away, gets all the way to the end zone for the touchdown.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Looking for an alley from inside his own 20. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. Charlotte has the ball back. The 49ers offense will return to the field. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. Quickly to the tight end. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Trying to find his man on 1st down. And they got him for the sack.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Brown wants to pass. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. The ball is out behind the line. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. Touchdown, Ohio State. The defense with the scoop and score. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And the extra point is good, and the lead moves to 20. You know, the defense is all about stopping teams, but when you have a chance to swing momentum, scoop it and score yourself, it is such a huge play.
Yeah, you just go over the offense, but like, bro, we don't need you today. We got this. We'll score ourselves if we have to. Great job by the defense, doing what they need to do, and then go talk a little trash to the offense.
Charlotte will send the offense back onto the field. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
It just looked like they're sleepwalking in this.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. It's third down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. They're trying to get to it. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. On the return, it's Smith. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. They'll start this drive at their own 48. They'll throw it on first down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And he's got it inside the 15-yard line.
Hey, the defense knew coming into this one this guy was going to be a factor, but they have done nothing to stop him. They don't have any answers. This guy already has over 100 yards receiving, and we're not even done the half.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Now listen, the defense won that play. As an offense here, the key, David, you can't go back-to-back negative plays. You got to be smart with the football here. Looks like you're going to have to throw it. Just can't force it. You got to make sure you're playing with that clock in your head. You can't take a sack.
And I think this is a situation where I spread you out. I get more speed on the field. I make the defense declare. I see what they're in, but I'm definitely throwing the football.
And it's going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs. Offense getting set for first down. He's going to pass. And down he goes back at the 3. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. They'll try the run. Makes a man miss. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Brown will throw it. Pressure coming. It's complete to the left. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And the 49ers will try to pin them back with the punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Makes a move. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient. Going over the top. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
The defense has not had an answer for this guy today. Already over 150 yards receiving. That time, the ball falls incomplete, but we haven't seen that happen too often today.
And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag, and that receiver might have used a push-off to get free. A penalty on the play, and it looks like offensive pass interference. One more snap coming before halftime. He's back to throw on 2nd down. He's not afraid to go deep. And he intercepts it. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great one going down in Columbus today. An entertaining first half, and we've got a multi-possession lead to break down thanks to the surgical precision of this offense. Might honestly take more time to talk about what didn't work than what did. The running game, the passing game, gadget plays have worked. Now it's just a matter of finishing the job. And with that, we send it back to the guys in the shoe.
Oh, and now the ball has been knocked free. Almost a disaster on that return. They jump on it. They'll maintain possession. Charlotte has the ball back. The 49ers offense will return to the field. They'll open the second half on the ground. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Brown wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. Obliterates him, still on the move. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold it. Offense.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. 1st down here for the offense. The give to the tailback. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. Now on 2nd down. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Across the 45. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. On the run, it's Norton. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Got some work to do after that last play, 2nd and 13. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Grabbed in the middle, it's Weber. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Oh, he dropped the football. He had it right in the middle of the field and just ran before he finished the catch. It'll be 4th down. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know, the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they couldn't.
Looking deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out. The 49ers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
You see the offense trying to dial up the quick game there with the RPO, and I like the idea of trying to get playmakers the space out in the right flat of the field, see what can happen, but you need a more accurate throw.
He'll pick up 3 before he's downed at the 6. On 3rd and goal, you'd really hate to waste this great field position by settling for a field goal. Brown will throw it. Going for 6. And the pass hits, picked off.
Well, obviously it's raining here in this game, and the ball's slippery. I don't know if that slipped out of the QB's hands a little bit, but it certainly wasn't an accurate throw, and as a result, it ends up in an interception.
He wants to take the top off. Holds it in on the left. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. They don't mind being aggressive from deep in their own end, and it paid off there as they've got it 1st and 10 from the 41. He's looking to throw it. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And he's got it at the 15-yard line. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+. The Buckeyes getting set on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And the punishment has been extended. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Looking for daylight from inside his 20. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Charlotte will send the offense back onto the field. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Got it behind the line. It's Norton. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on second down. He'll keep it himself. Quarterback gets past the marker. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. They move the chains on the ground. Now another first down. Here's a quick throw out to the left. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Final minute now of the third quarter. It's a draw. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Now facing a third and long. Brown wants to pass. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. He'll swing that big leg for 3 from 44 yards out. Just drives in between the uprights. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking for a deep man. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On second down, he'll fire. He'll try to do it himself. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. Let's see what they do on third down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Showing the arm strength down the left side. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Looking to move it through the air. Pocket starts to collapse. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. We'll see if they can get a little better protection after the sack at 2nd and 12. He fires to the left side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers and he couldn't hold on. They line up and it is a long way to the sticks from here. He rifles one deep to the left. Touchdown, Ohio State! And the beatdown has ensued. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
Every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end, but they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again. And with that last catch, that's now his 15th receiving score of the season.
Charlotte has the ball back. The 49ers offense will return to the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes...
And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. Now the offense has to overcome the negative play after the defense comes up with a sack. A little screen to the running back. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. This is a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Forced out of the pocket. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. Makes the grab, and he's got the first. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. And the 49ers will line it up on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Finds the tight end. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. This offense has a second down play. Brown will throw it. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Looking to throw it again. Fires one high and deep. And it falls incomplete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it. He'll take a shot. Throw into the end zone. It's picked off. That's why you love veterans in this defense. They stay locked in on their rules, and he made the pick.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead.
He's taking the shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He'll take another shot here. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. They're bringing heat, using his feet to buy time. And he can find a receiver, and down he goes. After the big first down sack for the D, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. They get him down after he makes the catch.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have...
Throws toward the end zone. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And he's brought down, and his defense gets the ball back for its own. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Time to take a shot. It's complete. Pick up. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Brown wants to pass. Looking to take a shot. Reels it in down the left side. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. 1st down and 10. He's going to pass. Trying to get behind the defense. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. After misfiring, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He's not afraid to go deep. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. The offense set for a 1st down play. He's looking to throw it. It's on target and complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. Feeling some heat. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. The offense lining up for a first down play. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's looking to throw. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them?
And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. This is an absolute blowout.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Charlotte will send the offense back onto the field. At this point, it really hasn't been your best day. Just try to find something to build on here at the end, David.
Just try to...
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. After not getting a thing done on first down, it's 2nd and long from the 24. Brown will throw it. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
And this defense has put a game together. It is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
That's caught. It's Austin. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. The Buckeyes will call on their punt team. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake.
He'll take a deep shot here. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And he'll pull it in inside the 20. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. That big play has them in business. 1st and 10 inside the 20. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. With the clock running, this should be the final play. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. And he goes to the ground, and that's how this game is going to end. Oh, man, thought he had the interception, but the official rules gained too much of an advantage, so wave off the turnover, give up the yardage, it'll be 1st down. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And the stomping has commenced. They build this 4th quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0. I don't think these two are going to be exchanging holiday greetings this year after this game.
No, and I tell you what, we've seen a lot of cool handshakes where you're getting fired up and coaches are getting after each other. You could take a knee, you could run the clock out, but they chose not to, so deal with it.
When you hit this point in the season, week 7, you sort of turn the corner and you remain unbeaten. At this point, you've morphed into a championship contender.
Yes, but you don't want to peek too far ahead, Reese. You kind of want to be like, nothing to see here, just move on. We haven't accomplished what we wanted yet. We haven't accomplished what we set out to do. It's week 7. I know you guys got bigger hopes and bigger dreams than just being to week 7 and being undefeated.
And guys, I've been really impressed with this team because they just seemed to always have an identity. From the very beginning of the year, they knew who they were, they knew what they were going to go out and try to accomplish and how they wanted to dominate teams. And they've been able to do that.
Welcome to Columbus, Ohio, and the venerable Horseshoe, home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, a place that's home to such legendary names as Archie, Woody, Zeke, and Stroud. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? As we'll see, the UConn Huskies taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Buckeyes will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So UConn's offense will get the first swing of the game. And this guy is a big-time star. Just an electricity follows him onto the field.
He's a workhorse too, Reese. This is a definition of a bell cow running back. He can carry the load for his offense and put his football team on his back.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. It's a draw. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. UConn will have to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. So Ohio State's offense will have its first possession of the game. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately...
Wasting no time taking a shot. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And the pass is complete. He's got it at the 20.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense.
Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming. Looking to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Yeah, and that's nice coverage. He's taking a shot, trying to throw the ball to the end zone. Maybe put that thing up a little bit higher where his guy can go up and make a play and come down. But a nice job by the defender just getting his fingertip on the top of the football.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice a safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage, because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
From the 17, it's 2nd and 7. Trying play action. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And the quick shuffle pass underneath. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. UConn will have to punt it away. He'll bring it back. It's Smith. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Leaves it with the back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2 as they extend the lead to 8. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Offense working from the pistol. The give to the back. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Got it set up on the outside. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. It's caught. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. And the Huskies come to the line with a new set of downs. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. And the ball slipped out. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And I like that this offense is continuing to try to stay balanced and hand him the football and show confidence. He put the ball on the deck last week. They still rewarded him, still giving him the football. But, man, you cannot continue to put the ball on the ground and expect to continue to get carries.
The big pickup on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and 1. Leaves it with the running back. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the 1st down.
That's a really nice run right there. One of the things I love about him, he runs with such physicality and with the toughness. Do you think Woody Hayes, the great Ohio State coach, would have loved to have this guy in his backfield? His running style just marries so well with that. When you think about Ohio State and their tradition at running back, right? With all the athletes they've had throughout the decades, this guy was meant to play in the shoe.
Works his way ahead for about 3 yards, stopped at the 23.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense.
And this looks disastrous. Oh, down he goes. A huge loss on that play. I'm not positive, but that 1st down marker might be in the next county. Unloads to the wideout. On target over the middle. Makes the grab. Defense right there, and they are set up at the 14. The Buckeyes have moved it inside the 20. And into the end zone. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. First and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Turning to the running game on first and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with you boys.
UConn going back to work on offense. Ball security going to be paramount this time, Jesse.
Yeah, and sense of urgency, too. They're trailing in this game right now. The turnover wasn't great, so, David, they really got to be able to put something positive together on this drive.
Put something positive together, be aggressive, but don't be reckless. Can't have any more of those turnovers.
That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking to go up top on first down. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. Now on second down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and this has been tough sledding. All right, this offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every week. And let's continue to work here and find something we do good, build maybe a little bit of momentum so next week we play a little bit better football.
It'll be a run on third and short. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This UConn offense really has it going. He'll do it himself. Oh, what a move! And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. And on second down for this offense. Now he's looking to throw it. Under heat. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
How aggressive might this play call be on third and short from the 46? They'll try to get it through the air. Got it in the middle. It's Bell. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Here it is trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They try to pop a run on the draw. Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32. They'll come to the line needing 4 yards for a first down. They're already 2 for 2 on this drive. Shotgun snap on third down. Got the quick pass. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Here's the handoff. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to man it in. Now it's just going to be a passing game.
He wants to pass it on 2nd down. He looks that one in nicely. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Dragged down at the 6 after a pickup of 2. Now on 2nd and goal. Pre-snap motion quarterback trying to get a read. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He has an extensive juke library, and he exhausted it and still didn't pick up much. You can hear yourself think on 3rd and goal. Trying to get to it. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. And the kicker delivers the 3-ball to finish off the drive. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. He's going to bring it out from deep. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he's stopped at the 14. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. The give to the back. Bulls his way forward. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. 2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute. Trying to burn this defensive back. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. That last incomplete pass has them staring at a 3rd and 3. Brown wants to pass. He'll take another shot here. Ball in the air, intercepted. Taking it the other way. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Wide open downfield. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, UConn!
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming.
You just wonder if that last interception the quarterback threw last drive is starting to affect him and what he's seeing right now. He's seeing ghosts. Doesn't look very confident throwing the football. He's lucky the defense dropped that last throw.
Line getting set on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. He's not afraid to go deep. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
Man, that's a couple bad throws. Last possession obviously ends in an interception by this quarterback, and now you throw another one, in harm's way. You got
He's looking deep. He's got it down the left. Oh, look out. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Ohio State. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
When you can run like that, the quarterback is going to give you opportunities. And look at him run by the defenders. QB sees it, stick the hand up in the air, catch the football, get to the end zone.
Catches it inside his 20. Chance to really gain some ground. And the returner will be brought down. The UConn offense goes back to work. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man,
nothing but green ahead. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. Looking to move it through the air. Swings it out to his running back. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. He's got his man. Across the 25, he's got room. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Husky.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The kickoff team out there to boot it away and 15 yards farther up the field after the roughing the kicker penalty. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense.
He's got it on the left. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. They used the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Brown will throw it. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
I think the biggest issue in the passing game for this offense has been accuracy, right? The last time this guy took the field, he completed less than 50% of his throws, and you're seeing that again in this game.
He's going for the big play. He makes a grab, and he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime.
Well, I know everyone expected this guy to put up big numbers, but I don't know if anyone thought he could go for over 2,000 receiving yards on the year, but he did with that last catch. Wow.
Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Quarterback will audible. He's going to the right, looking for a path to the end zone. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And it's caught from inside the 20, and here he comes. This guy is so dangerous. The excellent vision to find a lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. Off the play fake on 1st down. Makes the grab. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
At the pace this guy's going at right now, this could be a record-setting type day. This could be a game for the ages for this dude. He already has 2 touchdowns, picks up that 1st down. This is still the first half, guys. What is this guy capable of doing the rest of the game? We're going to find out.
He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Columbus for an entertaining first half than you? Each of these two offenses has looked like well-oiled machines, but it doesn't take a genius to figure out these two passing attacks have run circles around these defenses. Man or zone, nothing seems to be working, and I'm not sure that defensive coordinator is going to be able to figure things out here at halftime. Time to put an end to the speculation and find out. They're inside the horseshoe.
UConn has it teed up to start this second half. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Line gets set, first down. He wants to throw. He slings it deep to the left. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
Great play by the defensive back, showing you his variety of skills. His ability to turn the hips, his speed running downfield, turning his head to locate the football and then swatting it away. You just can't do it better.
They get to him as he throws. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Brown wants to pass. Blasted as he lets it go. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Well, this offense did a lot of good things there in the first half. Wouldn't surprise me if they pumped this one away after that incompletion on third down.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And it's knocked away, and they don't convert on fourth down. Excellent field position here for the offense. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Got it in the middle, it's Bell. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. They go to the ground. Got enough space. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down. Now second and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Unleashes to the end zone. Fires and picked off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back to its own.
And this safety is a ball hawk. He's a playmaker. Not only have we seen him get involved in the running game and make tackles playing downfield, but he plays the center field position as well as anybody.
Makes a grab down the left side. And he's brought down after a huge completion. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. He's going to pass. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing them go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
How about this? These guys are going for 2. Looks as if he's going to run it. He's not going to make it. Stop short of the goal line, and they are unable to extend this lead any further. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. UConn going back to work on offense. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a Cardinal sin. No better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So.
And the defense gets to the quarterback.
And giving up 3 sacks a week ago. Now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this. And that pass intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, the defense is expecting pass on that one. 3rd and long. They dial up the perfect coverage and a great job in the back end, reading and reacting to the quarterback when the ball would
throws toward the end zone. Oh, picked off.
We've just seen in this game the ball has just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to. And as a result, that's now his 2nd pick thrown in this game.
Zings it complete to the right. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the 1st down. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. They'll give it to the back. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
Well, they picked up that first running the football. That's good news for an offensive line that really has been getting pushed around and bullied in this game so far. Let's see what happens moving forward.
And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. He's looking to throw it. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Grab near the sticks. It's Hansen. At the 40, there he goes. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line. The Huskies are on the move. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Tip ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers. After the incompletion, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Bell. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. Tackled after picking up the 1st down.
Man, I do not want a guy that will dance. I want square shoulders to the line of scrimmage, take the snap, secure the football, play physical, and fall forward. Nice job by that running back getting the 1st down.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. A very productive play on 1st down has now set us up with this 2nd and goal. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Now on 2nd and goal. He's looking to throw. Makes the catch. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, UConn. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
Ready to try the point after. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Eastern Michigan is ahead in this one. This team plays a hard-nosed style of football there in the MAC, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 7 over Northern Illinois. Just another week of...
Unloads it downfield. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
Things aren't going to get better for this offense, guys, until their quarterback becomes more accurate. Obviously, that was the problem the last game out. Completed less than 50% of his passes there. And he's doing it again here. You just can't score points if you're not completing throws.
And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. He'll take another shot here. Makes the catch on the left. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. The Buckeyes with the 1st and 10. Brown will throw it. He's not afraid to go deep. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I don't blame the quarterback for taking that shot either, man. He's cooked up for this guy twice today for scores. Give him another try. They just couldn't get on the same page on that one.
They'll run play action. Hit as he throws. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Showing the arm strength to the left. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the 1st. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Touchdown, Ohio State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
They'll try to tack 1 more on their score. And with the extra point, they move on top by 15. They march 78 yards down the field, and the points come on a pass from 39 yards out. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Set to kick this one away.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Offense set on 1st down. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. From the shotgun, the inside give. And he's brought down after a solid gain, and that'll be the final play of the third quarter. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Bell.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
Makes the stop at the 49. Give him 5 yards on the play and a first down. Looking to move it through the air. Quick strike complete. Oh, it's out. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On first down, here comes this offense. Brown wants to pass. Going deep. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Still on the 35-yard line after that incompletion. Here comes 2nd and 10. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd down, going up top. Takes a hit as he fires. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. He lets it fly. And it's batted away, and the 4th down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football. Boy, this is just the type of field position this offense wants. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. And the Huskies racing to the line in the hurry-up. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Bell. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a first down. UConn is now threatening in the red zone. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quickly complete. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He's looking to throw. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake.
He'll take the deep shot. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. Brown will throw it. He'll take another shot here. Brings it in down the left side. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Comes out throwing on 1st down. He's not afraid to go deep. He caught it. And he'll go out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they've got it right on the doorstep. After that big play, they're trying to pay it off right on the goal line. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. They'll try to slam it in. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And the pummeling has started. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation, and they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet, and that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
From inside the 20, chance for great field position. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The UConn offense goes back to work. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
Going up top on first down. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. Second down now after the sack. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab on the left. Snowed under by the defense. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Caught near the sideline, it's Hansen. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. The Huskies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Flips it out to the back. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Fires toward the end zone. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. Fourth quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that.
He's going up top. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Here comes the offense on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And a super return as he takes it all the way down to the 24-yard line. UConn going back to work on offense. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. UConn quick to the line. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. That's caught. It's Porter. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. The offense will quickly use a timeout. On 4th down, looking to pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. Tight end finds a soft spot. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. And they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He's looking to throw. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. The 50, the 40. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
What an amazing play by the defense. Not only do you get the interception, but you completely flip the field. And how about the open field running by that guy once he made the pick?
Trying to find his man on 1st down. Unleashes one deep. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go. Couldn't make the play on 1st down. They'll try it again. 2nd and 10 from the 27. Brown wants to pass. A shot toward the end zone. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. They'll throw it on 1st down. He's going up top here late in the game. Ball's incomplete. They fought to the final whistle, but that's going to do it. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat